What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Fleetwood Mac, and we're going back to the Greatest Hits album, or compilation rather. Been working my way through this, and we're up to a tune called Tusk. I feel like this may be a proper name reference. Obviously, a tusk is also an appendage that certain animals have, elephants maybe most famously. But yeah, I feel like maybe it's more likely to be a name or a location. Not quite sure what to make of it, not one I can really speculate about too much, and I don't think I've heard it, although I've been proved that there's more Fleetwood Mac tunes that were in my head from history than I realized as I've gone through the two albums and now like half or more than half of a Greatest Hits compilation, so it's possible I'll recognize it. Let's hear it as Luca is ridiculous on the floor in front of me. This is Fleetwood Mac, the track is Tusk, and it's included here as part of a Greatest Hits compilation. Sounds like the echoed cacophony or din of a large crowd, everyone talking, but you can't really hear any particular conversation. Sounds like there's problems.
Just tell me that you love me.
Don't tell me you love me, just tell me that you want me.
Just say that you love me. Don't say that you.
Already. What a crazy, weird song. I enjoy tunes that are sort of out there, a bit experimental, and even within the band's own sonic universe, a bit of an outlier or anomalous. But that was definitely a weird one. We had this crowd ambiance type of sound. There were some like shouted and spoken lines that it was something like "Savage Wife" I thought I heard. And then obviously the lines themselves, like ask him whether he's going or ask him whether he's staying. I forget what the line before it was, but then it was like, and who's on the phone? So it was like talking directly to the person, and then Don't Say You Love Me, which sounds more negative or dismissive, but then Just Say You Want Me. So then it's like, wait, so is this a shorter term or like a passionate encounter that's like, look, this isn't about longer term emotions, just say you want me now and that's what matters, which would be a an emotional experience, but maybe one that's again in the moment and that's it. So I'm not really sure what's happening lyrically, and just the composition was crazy. And that section in the middle where it sounded like what was already a rolling drum rhythm suddenly went like double time and almost arrhythmic. It felt like we were in the scrambled feeling or thoughts of someone's head for a moment, and then it kind of recovered to the regular rhythmic pace. So I wondered if that was like a sonic expression of some of the thoughts and feelings that were happening. The vocals themselves, especially once they started to get going, were sort of loud and wild and raucous and sort of almost like silly a little bit. So yeah, a really interesting tune just from the point of view of being less like catchy radio, you're going to remember that, and I guess you're going to remember a tune like that, but in a slightly different way than you might remember Dreams or one of their more popular hits, if you will. So an interesting track to include on a greatest hits compilation, though I say that without real knowledge of the hardcore Fleetwood fans, which songs really stand out. Maybe this is like a crowd favorite or a fan favorite because it is so outside the normal bounds, or it just has this weird silliness to it. So yeah, not really sure what's going on. Definitely heard the title word said, almost like shouted a couple times. So yeah, I look forward to hearing what people have to say about this one. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.